Yeah, it's your boy Rell, funny as fuck. We back in again with another YouTube reaction video, man. What y'all got going on this nightly Wednesday? It is currently 11:39 on the dot for me. I'm just chilling, getting these motherfucking videos out to y'all so I can upload and do my edits for TikTok and some other shit. I ain't gonna lie, I really be enjoying this shit though. I keep praying to the Most High that I make it far with this. As long as I keep throwing out the raw energy me, you feel me? Not that fake shit. I just can't be fake. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie. I just can't lie. I ain't gonna lie. How y'all feel about overly honest people? Cause I ain't gonna lie. I do that a lot. Like if you ask me some shit, like if you want to really ask me some deep shit, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't like the sugarcoat shit, honestly. Cause like, what do you really get out of that? Cause what if you tried to come to me? What if you come to me with a genuine question and I just try to sugarcoat my answer to make you feel better? Would that make me a true friend? Or would that make me seem like a two-faced ass nigga? Because some folks think being overly honest is bad. But in reality, we all need that shit though. We don't need fake friends. We don't need fake family members. We don't need fake ass significant others. Because if I want to really speak to you about some real shit, I'm gonna give you the wholeheartedly truth of my opinion about how I feel about the situation or the question that you're coming to me about. Let me know down in the comments, man. Just let me know how y'all feel about that shit. But let's get into this YouTube video. Teen acts normal after burning grandmother alive. Now, who all in the comments is a true grandma's baby? Alright, just put up a finger. If you ain't got the emoji where you can just hold up a finger, just type one in the comments. Cause I'm a true grandma's baby. And I wouldn't dare lay a fucking finger on none of my grandmas, no matter how mad they get me, or how bad they talk shit to me, how bad they feel about me, about the shit about the actions I take in this life. I would never ever disrespect them in no kind of way. Just like my own mama. Just like my own father. Like, wait. You burnt your grandmother alive? What the fuck she do? Take your Xbox away, bitch ass nigga? Take your PlayStation away, didn't give you no money or something? Won't let you go out with your friends or something? Puss ass nigga? What the fuck? Fuck was the need for you to burn your grandmother? I hope they do you the worst way in prison, nigga. I hope they burn you in prison,
sirens
nigga.
And stuff.
I heard them, but I didn't know where.
Yeah. Well, there was a fire at your apartment or at the trailer.
Is my grandma okay?
No.
Tuesday, April 19th, 2022, Mountain View, Missouri. In the small community of Howell County, an emergency call alerted authorities to a house fire on Falk Street. When first responders arrived, the blaze had already consumed much of the interior, and inside they found 62-year-old Phyllis Schweinel, who did not survive.
62?
The speed with which the fire had spread and the lack of an immediate explanation for its origin led investigators to suspect early on that this was not a simple accident, and what at first seemed like a domestic tragedy would soon reveal a far more complex scenario. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime. We can see that you're watching, but only 11% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So take a moment right now and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that we can bring these videos to more people and so that you never miss your daily dose of crime. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel.
You live at 330? Yeah? Do you know what's going on over there?
No, I've been out walking all morning.
Okay. Well, there was a fire at your apartment, or at the trailer, and
Is my grandma okay?
no. She was inside. I'm sorry to tell you that, buddy.
Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no good way to say it. Just gotta lay it on, rip it off like a band-aid as far as talent goes.
Right.
So, you said you've been out walking all morning?
Yeah.
Where were you at?
I took a walk down the road towards the church over in WW.
Okay.
And then I walked back this way.
Okay.
I was about to head back home, actually.
Oh, okay. Did you see all the sirens and stuff?
I
Or?
heard them, but I didn't know where
Yeah.
they were at.
Do you have? Where's your shoes?
I was barefoot.
You walk barefoot?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I'm not on no racist shit, but why do Caucasians always feel the need to just walk on these nasty ass grounds, floors, barefoot? No socks. It's okay if you have socks, but literally fucking barefoot though. All them rocks, pebbles. As if you walking on a fucking Lego, as if you walking on Legos, cause how is that comfortable? How, like, genuinely, how is that fucking comfortable for you to walk on your feet barefoot?
So I was told by someone over there that maybe you and your grandma had maybe some kind of disagreement last night.
That's why I was walking.
Okay.
We argued again this morning, and I just needed to take a break, I guess.
Okay.
Me and her have been having a lot of fights.
Okay. Would you? What about?
Well, the last 2 years have been really rough and stuff, and
Okay.
here lately has been really rough on both of us and stuff, and financially and everything. It's been a lot for both of us, and we've been fighting about that stuff a lot.
Yeah.
How I should do more and stuff, and I have been trying a lot.
Right. So I've gotten told like that you're 19, and then someone said you're 22, 21.
I'm 19.
You're 19. What's your birthday? Okay.
Sitting with officers is 19-year-old Jacob Hearn, who had lived with his grandmother for the past decade. His life was marked by...
You lived with your grandma for the past decade, but you ain't shed a tear yet, nigga. Maybe you're not an emotional person, but there was no true concern in your face. Like, your first comment was wow. Fuck do you mean, wow? I get y'all have been having major fights, but I would have still been concerned, or I would have still been highly upset the fact that my grandmother would not make it. I'm sorry, that's throwing me for a loop, y'all. That's throwing me for a loop.
Instability, no job, no clear direction, and full dependence on her for support. That relationship did not function as a bond of care, but more like a mutual dependence that had been building tension over the years. And now, questioned by the police, Hearn insists he had only gone out for a walk and never connected the sound of sirens to his own home. What unsettles the investigators is not only the calmness of his tone, but the way with which he seems to anticipate each and every question, offering detailed explanations, as though he were trying to control the narrative from the start. For officers, this raised the first pressing question. Were they listening to a grandson blindsided by tragedy, or the only witness who truly knew what happened inside of the home?
Facts. You don't seem
Because
concerned at all.
I don't know where people's getting their information, but you were somewhere between 19 and 150, I guess.
150 is crazy.
So what time did you start your walk?
I believe it was around 10:30ish.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
How long have you been here?
I just went back into the park actually. I sat down over there for a few minutes, but my feet were hurting, so I came over to the grass.
I got you. Okay. Someone also said you were a felon. You're a felon? Okay. What's the story with that?
Well, in 2016 and stuff, me and my mother got attacked by two individuals. One was, they were both they were addicts. And
Yeah.
they were also snitches for the local police department over in Farmington, Missouri.
Okay.
My mom was worried because she thought they were trying to kidnap me and stuff, and so she came to get me. And one of them, the lady and stuff, her name was something. She attacked her and was trying to kill my mother.
Oh, wow.
And
Damn.
I stepped in to save my mom. I was 14. And I ended up, the lady ended up dying.
Oh, wow.
What?
I was just trying to save my mother's life.
Damn, what the fuck you do for a 14-year-old?
Hard thing.
Oh, I can imagine. Gotta ask.
Right.
You said you were 14?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I'm sorry that even happened.
It's the story of my life.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit of damage to the house. I mean, it's still intact, but there's pretty significant smoke damage.
Jeez.
Yeah. Why don't you hop in my car and we'll go down there real quick and kind of. Have you seen anything down there?
I have not.
Okay.
I
Well,
didn't
we'll.
even walk that way yet.
Okay. Well, we'll
That
let you
nigga tall as hell.
see what's going on there. And do you have shoes anywhere? No.
They were in the house.
Okay. Okay. Well, apparently you got stronger feet than I do, because I'd be crying like a little girl. You can just hop in the passenger seat. They're on the other side. I got a bunch of junk in there.
As the conversation continues, Hearn introduces elements that further unsettle the officers. He describes constant arguments with his grandmother as if they were an ordinary part of life, then shifts to recounting violent episodes from his past. He claims to have defended his mother from two attackers, and even admits to killing one of them. The casual way with which he speaks about such an extreme event without showing visible signs of distress alarms the investigators. From a psychological standpoint, his account reflects how some individuals construct narratives that alternate between portraying themselves as victims of a hostile environment and justifying extreme actions. The contrast between the gravity of his words and the calm manner with which he delivers them raises much deeper questions. Were these authentic memories, or a carefully shaped story intended to influence how he was perceived?
Did someone from the fire department come talk to you about getting a hold of Red Cross for you? Red Cross? When there's a house fire and you lose a bunch, they call Red Cross, and they help you kind of get back on your feet with some essentials and stuff.
Type shit.
Would you be willing for that? I mean, since you don't even have shoes.
All I really have right now, considering you said the whole house is damaged and stuff, is what I'm wearing. So
Yeah. Okay.
that'd be awesome.
Okay. Yeah. We can get a hold of those guys for you.
They're gonna call Bethany. Bethany went to the bank real quick. She'll be back.
Okay. So Bethany's gonna do that.
Yeah.
I told her to go ahead and do it. Okay. So they're gonna call them for you. Okay. So we're just gonna keep hanging out here for a little while.
Did they figure anything out at all?
They got. I mean, all they said was.
You know, okay, I get, okay, the ambulance, I said the ambulance. The fire truck had to put out the fire, but at the same time, it don't even seem like the windows are busted. Unless that truly just happened in movies that the windows bust when there's a house fire. Maybe? I don't know.
Well, I didn't really understand it. Honestly, they are.
think
They're still looking.
the windows
Fires.
normally bust.
I don't know the first thing about looking into them, so I don't know. But
Because all the significance of the heat that's all
whenever they get a
built up in
chance,
one place and it
a
needs
couple of
to
them were on the
escape.
phone. I'm gonna see if I can bend their ear for a minute. But I'll just giving you an update, okay? They did remove her, okay?
Damn.
Just to get her away from.
How bad was it?
Fuck you, man. How bad was it,
It's pretty
nigga?
significant.
Fuck you, man. How bad was it? Your grandmother burnt alive. She didn't make it. I think that's pretty bad enough, sir. Whether she actually burnt alive or she died from smoking her lungs. That's fucking bad. Either way it goes, sir. What the fuck? How bad was it?
Okay.
She wanted to be. If she died before me and stuff, she said she wanted to be.
Sir, why are you fine? Why did you chuckle? And then talking about if she died before me, what the fuck did you mean by that? What was you finna go by that? To put ashes and put around where her grandpa and her mother was. Huh? Oh, let him say that shit.
Put to ashes and put around where her grandpa and her mother and father were buried.
Oh, okay.
That was all she told me.
I see.
She told you all that before she died, but y'all was
Yeah,
y'all
I know.
never really was on perfect terms. Y'all was
It's a
arguing
lot.
almost a damn
You guys have any water?
each day.
Yeah.
You want a water? You thirsty?
Very thirsty.
I think they got some waters on this truck.
Fuck yeah.
They may not be cold, but it's wet. So
Other than sitting here gulping down my saliva.
yeah. So he's gonna get you fixed up there. It's just kind of a hurry up and wait thing, unfortunately. But
It's fine. Hopefully the numbness will go away soon.
numbness, like just like emotional or physical.
Emotional.
Yeah, I understand. That's a lot. I know.
After a drink of
especially
water,
in
nigga.
situations where you just got done fighting and said the most hurtful things to each other, you know.
Yeah.
Get down.
It wasn't I love you, I'll see you, I hope you have a good day and stuff. It was,
Yeah.
hope I don't come back, you know, or something like that.
Right.
That was,
I completely understand, man. I do, and
I
I
don't.
really truly am sorry for
I don't fucking
the whole
understand.
situation. I really am. But
thank you so
Yes.
much.
if you just be patient with me, we'll get you sorted out here. Okay. Well, maybe a little bit. I don't know where the Red Cross comes from normally, but we'll.
Damn, you didn't get your partner a water bottle either?
I don't know. I've seen him show up quick, but I don't know when they call him. So
You ain't even consider that,
Well-
nigga.
we'll give you all the help we possibly can. Okay. All right. Best as can be, anyway. Okay. Okay. Well,
That nigga said I finally cried a little bit. I feel a little better. How do you feel better after that situation? How can you truly feel better after that situation unless you're the person who did it? So in actuality, you wanted your grandmother gone, huh? You wanted to kill your grandmother, huh? That's some real big shit.
I shouldn't have to take off like that again. So my offer to sit in the seat and sit in my car if you need to still stands. All right. Just holler at me and I'll unlock it for you.
He's sending her sister, which is also my cousin.
Where are they at?
My cousin. Closer and stuff.
Okay. So someone's coming over. Good deal. Good.
Hopefully, I won't be completely alone.
Yeah. Hopefully not. So good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm gonna find out what's going on here, but like I said, just holler and I'll unlock it, and you feel free to sit in there. Got air conditioning and heat if you're hot or cold. So I don't like to get uncomfortable. So
None of us do, sir.
Picked up on your offer because it's a very tight space.
yeah, ain't much I can do about that one.
In the following minutes, Jacob's focus drifts toward minor details. He mentions having no shoes, needing clothing, and the possible assistance of the Red Cross, as if these practical concerns outweighed the loss of his grandmother. To investigators, this choice of priorities would be telling. It suggested an emotional avoidance strategy with which the trivial served as a shield against confronting the weight of what had just happened. When told his grandmother had already been removed from the home, he asked how she looked, only to immediately remark that she had wanted to be cremated. The abrupt shift from concern to detachment would reveal a disconnection that was difficult to ignore. And adding to that, he recalled her telling him before he left she wished he would never come back. For officers, that comment introduced a new dilemma. Was he describing a toxic coexistence or trying to plant the idea that she had anticipated her own end?
Just needs to get into the West Point, so gotta be all quality.
Yeah.
Shit, boy.
Here you go, man. Just wear this one like a shirt, okay, over the top.
Alright.
You definitely don't want to be back.
Well, just to get you over to county, and then they'll get you a new, different suit that'll actually fit you probably.
Sorry.
They said you could keep your glasses too.
Sorry about my obesity.
You're fine. Take a seat there until I figure out if we're leaving right away, okay?
Goddamn. They had to make something out of nothing. Look like that nigga wearing one of his sister's
We're leaving
shirts.
right up. Right now.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thank you. All right, Jacob, let's roll. We'll go right back out the way we came in, okay?
Boy, you better tie that shit up in the front. What the fuck? Well, I want to see that shit.
Ready to get in the same car.
That's why he said it's tight. Why y'all didn't
That
put
door
that
didn't shut
nigga?
all the way if you're going back in there. You know.
Do what?
I don't think that door shut all the way.
Why the fuck y'all just didn't put that nigga in the motherfucking SUV, not a damn sedan? What the fuck?
Too tight?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
As officers offer him water, clothing, and the chance to contact relatives, Jacob remains distant and mechanical. Rather than showing grief, he states that he won't be entirely alone since he has extended family in another town. That cold, detached posture in a moment when most people would show visible despair painted an ambiguous picture. Either a young man exerting rigid control over his emotions or someone who was unwilling to reveal a grief he did not feel. Eventually, he's handcuffed and placed under custody, but by then, investigators had already determined the fire was deliberately set.
Damn.
Hearn had ignited a coat and placed it behind the chair where his grandmother was resting after taking pills, and that finding would redefine everything he had said up to that point. The calmness, the focus on trivia.
Damn, Granny was that deep in a sleep that she couldn't even smell that shit. Well, honestly, in most cases, when you sleep and there's a house fire, most people won't know. Most people won't smell that shit until it's too late. Or a concerning neighbor will try to come help and let them know that there's a fire, or get them out, or call the fire department and let them know that this person's house is on fire. So it's literally possible that folks can really die in their sleep from a house fire without them knowing anything. So the motherfucking so the damn smoke detector didn't go off or anything. It didn't make a loud noise to a loud siren pitch to the point where it'll let the owner know that there's a fire. Or damn, I'm looking right at the, or the junk where it'll release water when the smoke is detected. When smoke is detected, that wasn't, well, damn. Do they even got those in trailers? I'm really curious. Like, did she say, what pills did she take? What pills did she take that had her in that deep of enough sleep? Did he give her specific pills, or did she really just take her own medicine?
It behind.
Damn, but some pills do be putting their ass down though, in a deep sleep. So it's like, hmm. But nah, that smoke detector and that water sprinkler system should have done its job though. Nah, that shit should have done its job, unless they really don't have no water sprinkler in a fucking trailer though. I feel like all trailer homes should come with a water sprinkler if them gents don't. Because obviously a motherfucking smoke detector is not doing enough. But just annoy the fuck
The
out
chair
you
where
every
his
beat.
grandmother was resting after taking pills, and that finding would redefine everything he had said up to that point. The calmness, the focus on trivialities, and the absence of mourning appeared less like shock and more like the construction of a story to conceal responsibility.
He must go confess in the car or something. What?
Drove. Vehicle's a white tractor trailer, white cab, white trailer. Failed to maintain lane. Driving with flashers on. Authority of Texas County 911. Trip G clear 1917.
These things are not easy to keep on. I'm losing them.
Falling off?
Yeah, a little bit. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Got him?
I think so.
Okay. I'll walk right over there by that door.
I just can't see myself getting that big. I love being a skinny nigga. I love having a fast metabolism. I love to be able to have the fact that I shit out what I eat each day. So a nigga won't get that big. Hate me if you want to, I don't care. I wouldn't want to get that damn big.
After his arrest, the case moved quickly through the Howell County judicial system. Hearn was charged with first-degree murder, first-degree arson, and armed criminal action. During hearings, he argued that he was carrying out his grandmother's request to end her life, raising a debate about intent and accountability. Prosecutors, however, found no evidence.
I was doing what she told me to do. Buddy, I don't think she initially told you that she wanted to end her life by you, my boy. I think she wanted it to be out in natural causes. Not you setting a fucking fire and burning her alive. Prosecutors have ever found no evidence of such an agreement, huh?
Of such an agreement and maintained that the decision to set the fire was entirely his own. In 2024, Hearn entered an Alford plea to second-degree murder, acknowledging the strength of the evidence against him while never admitting guilt. The plea brought the trial to an end and resulted in a 24-year prison sentence in the Missouri Department of Corrections, closing a case in which long-standing family tensions and dependence culminated in irreversible tragedy.
Not that much arguing in the world should cause you to want to kill your grandmother that way. Like, be fucking for real with yourself, son. You got to a point where you was tired of the arguments. I bet you kept saying, I wish I was on my own. I wish I was on my own. I wish I was on my own. And the devil answered your wish. The devil answered your wish. Cause what if your relatives don't even take you in after you get out of? They gave him 24 years. They might as well add an extra year on that bitch and say, "Give your life, sir." But nah, they didn't want to give you life, but they gave you life low key. If I'm being real. Man, what y'all think about this shit though, for? I'm sad that happened to Grandma though. Rest in peace. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Rell, man. Peace.